Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. Let's start today's video off with a recent update from the mutant Nick Walker at under 4 weeks out from this year's Olympia. And as usual, Nick Walker is big and conditioned. Following his second place at the 2023 Arnold Classic, everyone said Nick made the mistake of trying to streamline his physique. Nick definitely heard the message loud and clear. He should be coming into this year's Olympia at his biggest and his best. As of right now, I see Nick Walker fighting for third place with Samson Dauda. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about that? And I know Samson beat Nick at the Arnold Classic, but we're probably going to see two completely different versions of both of those guys at the Mr. Olympia. Worst case scenario, Nick places fourth. Now let's switch over to former Mr. Olympia Brandon Curry, who recently posted up some training updates. And I'm really looking forward to seeing Brandon at this year's Olympia. I honestly do not know what he's going to bring to the stage. In early 2022, we seen probably a smaller version of Brandon Curry than what we're all used to seeing at the Arnold Classic, but that same year, we saw a bigger version of Brandon Curry than we're used to seeing as well. So in the same year, Brandon brought a smaller package and also a bigger package. Hopefully at this year's Olympia, he's somewhere in the middle. At last year's show, I feel like Brandon brought a pretty good package. He just needed to be a little bit more conditioned, but again, I'm unsure what the former Mr. Olympia is going to bring to the stage this year. A lot of people are counting Brandon Curry out, but who knows? Now, in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Nathan DeAsha, who has won 2 pro shows this year. Some would say it should have been 3, but hopefully Nathan DeAsha is at this year's Olympia. And he posted yesterday that he should be making a big announcement very soon. But if Nathan does make it to this year's Olympia, I believe he could find himself within that top 10, along with a couple of other guys we're going to talk about in today's video. But let me know in the comment section below, what are your guys' thoughts on Nathan DeAsha? I mean, do you even think he's going to make it to this year's Olympia? But can he be in the top 10? Now, speaking of the top 10 at this year's Olympia, this is a recent update from Hassan Mostafa, who pretty much no one has been talking about. And I haven't finished making my predictions for this year's Olympia, but I can tell you guys right now, I think Hassan Mostafa and Michael Krizo are going to be 2 new faces that we see in this year's top 10. As long as Hassan keeps his midsection in check, this guy's an absolute freak. And it seems like he's been slowly improving show after show with Chad Nichols. Hopefully we see the best Hassan at the Olympia. And in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Justin Shier. The front relaxed and the front double are 2 of the first shots the judges are going to see, and Justin is definitely going to make an impression in those shots. Also looks like he's brought up the quads a little bit. Now, Justin is a guy that could potentially get into that top 10. If I had to make a prediction right now, I would say he's going to be right outside of that top 10. But this is going to be his first Olympia. I think even placing would be a win. Justin looks great from the front, great from the side, but I think he's going to lose a little bit too much ground from behind. Now let's switch over to Blessing Awodibu, who recently posted up an update. And I would say that Blessing's season so far has been a little bit rough, but in the caption of this post, he said he's obsessed with the journey. So Blessing should be back and hopefully better. I think Blessing found a good coach with Cameron Cheek. They looked great leading into the Italy show, but something probably went wrong in the last day or so. But as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Blessing. I predicted him to place very well this season, but Blessing's probably going to take a little bit of time off. Now let's switch over to Horse MD, who recently posted up an update, and we should be seeing this guy at the Romania Pro. I wonder who's going to show up at this show. Maybe Beirut Tabani if he's unable to make it to the Mr. Olympia. But I'm looking forward to seeing Horse make his open debut. As I've said numerous times, I think he shouldn't have went down to Classic. He should have just went straight to Open. Now let's switch over to Classic Physique. You guys are looking at some very good images of Terrence Ruffin. Now, of course, these were taken with a professional camera, probably touched up a little bit, but Terrence looks absolutely ridiculous. And I've said it numerous times. Terrence said he's the smallest that he's been within the past 4 years, as far as when he competed at the Dubai Pro. So he's not even taking advantage of the extra weight that he can now add. I think Terrence is going to look a lot better next year. And let's switch over to Chen Kang, who should be competing in just 11 days at the Kim Jong-ho Classic. And the qualifications are over for this year's Olympia, so he will be looking to qualify for next year's show. Big fan of this guy as well. I think he has some of the best front shots in Classic Physique, but from the side and from the back, he still needs work. Hopefully he wins this show and has a full year off to improve for next year's Olympia. Now in the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Michael DaBoul ahead of this year's Olympia, and Michael is looking huge. He still has to lose 8 pounds to make the classic physique weight cap. Again, big fan of this guy. Michael has a very unique physique, and he's one of the most conditioned guys in the division as well. Looking forward to seeing what him and Patrick Tour are going to bring this year. Now let's go ahead and wrap up today's video here with the archive of the day. You guys let me know in the comment section below, who is this bodybuilder? And as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.